Okay, so let's talk about the biggest sport on the planet. I mean, the game that literally brings billions of people together no matter where they're from. For the longest time, though, it felt like it just couldn't break through here in the US. But that is all changing. So today, we're going to dive into how soccer isn't just growing in America, it's absolutely exploding.
But first, before we get into all the details, quick question for you. What do you think is the single biggest sporting event on the entire planet? I mean, what gets the most eyeballs? The Super Bowl? Maybe the Olympics? The World Series? Well, the answer, it might actually surprise you.
Yep, it's the FIFA World Cup final. And the number of people who watch it is just, well, it's insane. 1.5 billion people tuned in for the 2022 final. Just to wrap your head around that, that's more people than live in North and South America, combined. And remember, that's for one single game. The whole tournament, it pulled in something like 5 billion viewers. Seriously, nothing else in sports is even in the same universe.
And if you still need a way to picture this, check out this quote from the FIFA president, Gianni Infantino. He called it 104 Super Bowls in 1 month. Just think about that for a second. Take all the hype, all the energy of Super Bowl Sunday, and then multiply it for an entire month, all over the world. That's the kind of massive cultural event we're dealing with.
So let's talk about the universal game, why soccer rules the world. I mean, how did it get so big? It's not just luck, and it's not just about the huge numbers. There are some really simple, fundamental reasons why this game, what many call the beautiful game, is loved by, well, pretty much everyone.
So why does everyone play soccer? Well, first off, it costs almost nothing to play. Seriously, all you really need is a ball. You don't need a fancy field or expensive gear. The rules? Super simple. You can figure them out in like 5 minutes, no matter what language you speak. And here's the cool part. It's also a game that's really inclusive. You don't have to be 7 feet tall or built like a linebacker to be great. It's a game for all body types. And on top of all that, there's this incredible global system already in place. Pretty much every country has a national team and leagues. It's just everywhere.
Okay, so that's the global picture. Now let's talk about soccer's American takeover, a new national pastime. For what feels like forever, the US was this one giant exception where soccer just couldn't quite catch on. Well, that's not the case anymore, not even close. What we're seeing right now is nothing short of a revolution, and it is happening incredibly fast.
And look, you don't have to take my word for it. The numbers really do tell the story. Take a look at this. American football is still king, no surprise there, with 36% of fans saying it's their favorite. Basketball is next at 17%. But look at what's happened right below that. Soccer has climbed to 10%, and in doing so, it's actually passed baseball, which is at 9%. Think about that. Soccer is now officially more popular than America's so-called national pastime. This isn't just some small fad. This is a huge fundamental shift in what Americans are watching.
And this growth, it's not some overnight thing. It's been building for a long, long time. And a big piece of that puzzle is college soccer. You've got over 1,000 men's teams out there. That's a massive system, only trailing basketball and baseball. It's become this incredible pipeline, developing talent and feeding players into the professional leagues. It's basically where the next big American soccer stars get their start.
So what's really been pouring gasoline on this fire? Well, it's something we all use every day, streaming. Think about it. It wasn't that long ago that if you wanted to watch your favorite European team, you had to hunt for some sketchy, low-quality stream online. Now, you just click a button. You can watch literally any league, any star player right from your couch. And because of that ease of access, viewership of global soccer in the US has jumped by 60% just since 2018. The game has never, ever been easier to follow.
But, okay, there's one more piece to this whole story, and honestly, it might be the biggest one yet. I'm talking about the Messi effect. One man changes the game. When Lionel Messi, arguably the greatest player of all time, came to MLS, it wasn't just another sports signing. No way. It was like a cultural earthquake that just sent shockwaves across the entire country. And the Messi effect, man, it was immediate. Just look at this. On the opening weekend of the MLS season, live match viewership shot up by 59% compared to the year before. 59%. After decades of slow, steady growth, it felt like MLS finally hit the big time. Everybody wanted a piece of the action.
And this excitement wasn't just on TV either. Matchday attendance also surged, going up by 17%. People were flocking to stadiums all over the country, paying huge prices for tickets just to get a chance to see this guy play in person. The energy in those stadiums, the sold-out crowds, it was a level of buzz that the league had just never experienced before.
And you know what follows that kind of hype, right? The money. Inter Miami, the club that signed him, saw its value basically explode.
It's now estimated to be worth a whopping $1.35 billion. That's the kind of insane financial impact one single global superstar can have. He literally changed the fortunes of an entire franchise overnight.
So all of this, the growing fan base, the streaming access, the Messi effect, it all feels like it's building towards one huge, epic moment. I'm talking about the 2026 home game. The world is coming. That's right, the World Cup is coming back to North America. It's like the perfect storm, with everything coming together at exactly the right time.
And the 2026 World Cup is set to be the biggest one ever. They're expanding it to 48 teams for the first time. They're expecting over 5 million fans to actually be at the games in person. And the global audience is projected to be over 6 billion people. Now, a lot of people remember the '94 World Cup here in the States, which was a huge success, but trust me, 2026 is going to blow that out of the water. It's a whole different ballgame.
I mean, don't just take it from me. U.S. soccer legend Landon Donovan said it himself. It's going to be the biggest sporting event in the history of the world. And when you think about it, he's probably right. You've got the best players on the planet, a home crowd that's more passionate than ever, all on the biggest stage imaginable. It really is shaping up to be something historic.
So, in 2026, the world's game comes home. But is America ready? I mean, this whole story, the rise of soccer in the US, it feels like it's still being written. But one thing seems pretty clear. The beautiful game has finally, truly found its footing here. The 2026 World Cup isn't just a tournament. It's going to be a massive celebration of how far the sport has come in America. So the real question is, are you ready for it?